Hello, my fabulous MFA 509 students. Boy, oh boy, we are so close to the end. We are Module 9. Hopefully you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and ready to get back in and finish this course. I've actually really enjoyed. I won't get super sappy until next module, but I've really enjoyed getting to know each of you. I really like this format where we get the chance to talk to each other. So there is that. Okay, so let's get right to module 9, shall we? Woo! So this module is basically there is no discussion, where it's just the final project submission. Boom, 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 boom. So that's good news and bad news. So let's make sure you understand exactly what should be done. Okay, so let's get right into it. So please listen to this video and watch it carefully, because I'm going to give you exactly what you need to know to make this just shine. Okay, so the objectives in this module is basically to finish your the concept of your premise, getting feedback, incorporating that feedback, and then revising. So that's the main thing. And what you're going to be doing is that you're going to complete a full pitch and plot outline, which we'll go into details in just one moment. So take a deep breath. Let's get to it. Okay, so the module overview, again, just read this. There is a couple of points I just want to highlight on that. Remember that revision, where does it say that? Revision plays a part of your writing process, okay? That is huge, and a lot of writers don't get that. Revision is different for each person, okay? But it is part of the writing process, okay? So again, it is good to become comfortable with editing and revision and incorporate those skills early on. And we're going to be demonstrating that and practicing that by doing a revised version of two of the main things that we had to do for this class. So that is very, very important. So again, read through this, but again, I just wanted to hit on those points of revision. All right, moving on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Here's some good videos to watch, again, to just kind of help understand more about the creativity and the dangers of telling only one story in a work. Again, how sometimes we need to have subplots to make it fleshed out and actually make the story be thing. Again, those videos, watch at your leisure. And then we get right to it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now this is very, very important. We got to follow this carefully. To complete your final project, review the full prompt, guidelines, and submissions, which are found right here, which we'll go to in just a second. Once you've completed this assignment, submit it for your instructor for grading and feedback, okay? Now, this is a little tricky, but okay. Submit your assignment here for plagiarism and for rubric in Turnitin. So right here under Add Attachments. Once you've done this, the critique submission item will then become available. You must submit your final project here before you can send it to critique it. So in other words, before you can even do the final thing. So here is just a way to check for your plagiarism. Okay, so you click on Add Attachments, and then you would add attachment. Now, what do you add here? Okay, I will explain because it doesn't make any sense for you to upload a video here. This is only text. Now, what do you need to put as far as text? So this is we're putting the cart before the horse a little bit as it is. So we need to review the final project guidelines and the rubric, which is right. So if I click on this, I get this page right here. So the way that I would break this down, there's really three parts to this final project, okay? And it says part 1 and part 2, but there's really three parts. Again, the way that we have the premise pitch. So you did a premise pitch back in module 5, I believe it was. And then you got feedback from it, okay? Well, you need to then revise it. You don't use the same premise pitch. You need to revise your premise pitch in a video, okay? Pitch your revised story premise in a video. Now, obviously, that is something you can't upload to Turnitin because it's not going to check for plagiarism because it's a video. Yeah, but you're going to do not just submit the same one. If you submit the same one, then that's a 0, okay? Because you can't submit the same work twice and get double credit. So you need to revise it. That is part 1. And that's something you submit through Critique, which I will show you in a second. The second thing is, then you have to reflect upon the feedback that you got, okay, through this part right here. So you need to make sure you address these different things, okay? So in the premise, so this is what I'm looking for in the premise, okay? You've got the protagonist, the main conflicts, and the major choices that they will occur, okay? So that's the elements of the premise. But then we have the incorporation of feedback and evaluation of feedback. this is like another part. So this is the video right here, the video. And then you have to reflect upon, explain the choices from the feedback that you made, okay? And used right here. Okay, so you just kind of follow these things. What did the feedback did you use? The feedback you got from the pitch. What did you use? What did you not use? What specific changes did you make based on the feedback? Explain how these changes would transform the work, assess the value of the changes, and reflect on the workshopping process. Okay, so you're looking at these two things as a separate kind of assignment, right? Okay, so we have the premise, which is the video, and then you can either write another video or you can write this one out as far as the incorporation of feedback and the evaluation of feedback, okay? It says right here, then in your video or in writing, explain and reflect on the changes made from the original premise, okay? So again, the premise is just the video, boom, just a straight video without anything else, just do that. And then do this part right here, the incorporation of feedback and the evaluation of feedback. You may do another video for that, or you may write it out. That is your choice, okay? And then the plot outline. Now, this is a little tricky. So if you remember back from Module 8, it says, remember that in Module 6, you presented your outline in a creative way. However, the final outline needs to be presented in a Word document. This is the document, this Word document, that is the one you're going to submit to turn it in, so then you'll have access to the critique it, okay? So when you go back here, so it says, add attachments, this is what you're going to upload. You're going to upload the Word document that has your outline, okay? Not your videos, but your outline. Once you do that, you can review, plagiarism and the rubric grading and all that stuff, and then it will open it up to critique it, which will then allow you to submit it here. So in here, you're going to upload three things. You're going to upload your pitch, you're going to upload your reflection on the revision process, and you're going to upload your outline. So three things. And if you look at the rubric, okay, this is what's going to happen when I grade it. I'm going to look at the elements of the premise. So this is your video. Okay, then I'm going to just look at your video. Did you do these things? Okay. And again, this got a little bit more of a, before we only had like 3 categories, so there's more of a gradient here. I really need to agree with the distinction that you just nailed these on the head, okay? And on the same thing with, okay, then the feedback, that second thing you're going to be doing, this is where this rubric comes in. Did you do these particular things? Is it abundantly clear that you covered each one of these options? And again, in order to agree with distinction, it has to be stupidly clear to me that you have done this, okay? And then last but not least is your outline. Now you've already done your outline, but again, this one now has to be in a Word document. So again, these are the specific things that we were looking for in your outline. Now remember, you've already done a premise and you've already done an outline. So you don't have to do these from scratch. You can look, and not you can look, you need to look at what you did before and the feedback you got, and then make adjustments and changes, and then submit it that way, okay? So this is the big thing. This is the big project for this class. So this is the one you want to take time on doing, okay? So again, with love, what you're going to do is you're going to go back here. Okay, so as you're going through this, because, come on, go back to one more. Again, when you get to this premise pocket, okay, before you can even turn it to critique it, okay, you've got to add an attachment. This is where you submit your outline, and you're going to have to submit your outline again to critique it. So you go over here, and then you hit upload, and you upload your premise, you upload your reflection on the feedback, and answer those questions that are found here. And then you also upload your outline. Your outline needs to be a Word document. I think I'm as clear as I can be for that. So there we go for week 9. You can do it. Make me proud. Love to read and see your premises and your outlines. All right, get her done.